Today is October 29, Sunday. That means it's a long run day. The plan calls for 24 miles. Actually, it's supposed to be next week, but in 2 weeks, I'm doing a half marathon, and I don't want to run 24 miles a week before my race. So I swap a little. I'll run a little less next week. Alright, first mile in about 8:18. Good pace. This is the Guadalupe River Trail, my usual place for my long run. Okay, 1.68 miles in. I'm gonna set my drink down here. This portion of the trail, there are usually very few people, so very safe. Average pace is 8:14 right now. I'm just going to put my drink down here so I can recognize the place. 24-mile long run is not easy, particularly when you're running it alone, like what I am doing today. I like to divide the whole run into a few sections. I start heading south. The first section is get to where I set my drink down. Second part is coming up right now, hitting the southern end of the dirt part of the trail. Make a U-turn. We can see Highway 101 there and the San Jose International Airport. So now I'm making a U-turn. 3.18 miles in, average pace 8 minutes 12 seconds per mile. So when I'm done with, well, technically speaking, the southern side, well, the parking lot is kind of in the middle of the dirt section of the trail. Technically, strictly speaking, southern part of the dirt trail round trip is less than 5 miles. I'll do a little back and forth. Hopefully, when I'm back to the, or past the parking lot again, it'll be about 7-ish miles. Then I will head to the north section of the dirt trail. Back and forth a little, and that will give me another 7 miles. .52 miles. Average pace has improved to 8:08 per mile. About time for me to take a gel. For years, I've been using another brand of gel for my races and training. It started in Chicago. I changed to Morton because when you are going for a PR or PB or specific time goal, like me, sub 3, you gotta evaluate everything. It worked pretty well for me in Chicago. I was nowhere near the fitness that I had a year ago, but I ran my best time in 11 years. So actually almost 12 years. So it worked pretty well for me. And there could be other reasons why I ran a better time even with worse fitness. I think the gel definitely did help a little. I didn't get any cramping. In the past, when I was running anywhere near that 307, 308, or in this case 305 pace, my quad, my hamstring, my calf will cramp up very bad in the last few miles. Not this time. In fact, I was so worried about it that I didn't push as hard as I could in Chicago. Probably could have got another 20-30 seconds had I pushed a little harder, but still a very good time. So I'm going to stick with Morton for CIM. I made the U-turn back towards the southern part, like I said, doing back and forth on this trail to try to make it up to 6 miles when I pass the parking lot again. This is a place where I set my drink. It's time for a little fuel, a little Gatorade. I'm about to be done with the southern part of the trail. This is a very quiet portion of the trail. I've run about 4 miles here. Only saw 1 runner and 2 walkers. That's the reason why I bring my phone with me, just in case. If anything happened, I can still call. Otherwise, if you have a fall, no one will, for hours, no one will come to save you. This trail, even though we call it a trail, is pancake flat. There are a few underpasses that we have to go through. This is one of them. This one coming up is probably the steepest one, but it's so short. Elevation, maybe 15-20 feet, not much more. I'm heading to the slightly more crowded portion of the trail. You can see a lot of apartments here, so a lot of walkers. But looks like it's still very quiet today. 5.2 miles done, average pace 8 minutes 6 seconds. Now I'm back to the parking lot and the park. There is a tennis court here. I think it's a half basketball court and some green space, but only 6 parking spaces. In summer, it could be crowded when I find the parking. Alright, let's talk about this week's training. Very good week for me. Monday, easy run, 11.5 miles on treadmill, the treadmill. Then Monday afternoon, to Wednesday afternoon, struggling for work. So Tuesday morning, I got up at 4:40 and head to the hotel gym. It is totally dark and a place where I'm totally not familiar with. So the gym, the treadmill, is the place again. I did my Hanson workout 3 times 2 miles, total 13 miles. The 3 reps, first 2, 640 average, which is very nice. The last one, 637-ish, very good run. Wednesday, medium long run. This is a Fissinger concept. Wanted to get to 14, 15, but I was tired. So I only did 13 and a half, about 8:09 pace again on the treadmill. Thursday, maybe 11.5 or 12, 11.5, 11 of which is on the treadmill again, but I did go out for half a mile just to mix it up. Friday, did 10 and a half, 10 of which on the treadmill, half again outside just for a little variety. Yesterday was the big day. Did my Hanson workout again, the tempo interval, one of the key elements of the Hanson plan. 9 mile again, same as a week ago, but only 3 weeks. Actually, yesterday was 2 weeks, 6 days after Chicago. So still tired, managed to get to 7:01 pace or 1:03, 11 seconds for the 9 mile. But only 5 weeks to go today, so I have to run my 24 long 1 mile. And this is the Hudson long run. You see that? I'm combining Fissinger, Hudson, and Hanson all together for this build. We'll see what happens. This is the 49er Levi Stadium. Unfortunately, the 49ers lost twice in a row after winning all the games consecutively in the regular season since Brock Purdy became the quarterback. Hope that we'll get a win today. Let's talk about my workout. So after this long run, I'll get to 100 mile this week. I don't know whether I will get another 100 mile week. Maybe next week. We'll see how I feel. Yesterday's tempo MP run, I was feeling well all the way to mile 5. Was really running a lot faster. Was shooting for 6:57, 6:58 pace. I think I was pretty much there first 5 miles, but I struggled again in the last few miles, just like a week ago. Next Saturday, I will have my last 9 mile tempo MP run. I'll see if I can get to 6:55. Let's see what happens. This part of the trail, the underpass, always problematic. Very muddy, somewhat wet. So gotta watch out. Make sure I don't fall down. It's slippery. Even when it's not raining. Like, it hasn't been raining for a few days. Rained a little bit a few days ago. But every day this is wet. All right, another short uphill, and we'll be heading towards the northern end of the dirt trail. Across this creek, on the other side, is the paved side of the trail. There are usually a lot more walkers, bikers, and even runners. I would just prefer to run here on the dirt, but a lot of people prefer to run on paved. To me, it's not good for your joints, your knees, your ankles, running on hard surface too much. We are gonna go under Highway 237, one of the major highways connecting the South Bay from the heart of the Silicon Valley to Milpitas and Fremont in the East Bay. I like this part of the underpass. Really can speed up. from the Guadalupe Trail near the northern end, we can turn into what we call Lake Tivo. I think this is named after the company Tivo. Some of you might not have heard about it, but 20 years ago, it was the pioneer of DVR. Now it's so common. Most people might have one already. .807 average pace, just a little over 8 miles. Think about it. Still got 16 more miles to go. That's crazy. It's a long way. Oh. Anyway, let's talk about my headphone. For years, I've been wearing the cheap, low-cost Bluetooth phones. They die so frequently. Occasionally, I got lucky. They may last half a year, 1 year. I just get tired of replacing my headphones all the time. So I'm going big. I got the Beats Power Beat Pro. Fantastic headphone. Quality is so good. I'll see how long they last. For shoes, after Chicago, I've been wearing the Adidas Prime X2 Trunk because this is such a short build. I want to make sure I don't get very tired. These shoes do help a lot. After the long run, I don't get very tired. So allow me to do a lot more intensive workouts. All right, across the creek on the other side is Topgolf. I mentioned in another video, for 6-7 years, it's just a deserted golf range that nobody used. Topgolf came in, bought it, turned it into a party place, profitable. You have to pay a lot more money, and it's hard to get a reservation, particularly times when companies want to party. I think when the season is coming up, Thanksgiving's, holiday in December, New Year, it will be crowded. I'll slow down a little, so I'm talking too much. 808 pace, but you can hear it. I am fighting the headwind, so definitely slow down a little. I'm about to get to the northern end of the dirt side of the trail. Across the road is a nature reserve in El Viso, and there's a flat trail loop, about 8.8 miles each. In the past, I did a lot of my long run there, but it could get muddy when it starts raining. And I just like the ability to go back and forth so I don't have to carry my drink. Now you can see park. This is the more affordable place in the Bay Area, but it might not be very safe. A few years ago, I parked my car over there where the tent is. My car got broken into. I got nothing down the field. Actually, I did have my phone in my compartment. Luckily, they didn't know how to break it. They got away with a shoe bag and a t-shirt, but I had to pay $200 to fix my window. So I don't park here anymore. I park in a safer place in the middle of the trail where there are a lot more people and less thieves. All right, still 8.8, not 8.8, 808 pace, 8 minutes, 8 seconds per mile. Hoping there's some tailwind to help me get a little faster. Just finished 8.73 miles, 10.88 miles, 8 minutes 7 seconds. About to make my last U-turn before heading back to my car to do a larger round of refuel. A lot of headwind going north. Just got my Gatorade, also took my second gel, stopped a couple of times to massage my right knee. Seems to be bothering me a little. So definitely today, I'm not going to run very fast. Let's hope I can still finish a run without causing any injuries. Okay, right knee is bothering me, a little soreness. I have to stop too often to massage. Change of plan. I think I need to get back to my house, wear my knee brace, maybe run on the treadmill and see if it work out. 12.81 mile, 8 minute 10 second pace. So at least I'll have to run about 11 mile, or maybe 10 to 11, depending on how much longer I can do on this trail. But certainly disappointing. Perhaps I was training too hard only 3 weeks after Chicago. Better be safe than sorry. 5 weeks to go before CIM.